Hey, everybody, it's Thursday, which means it's another episode of Naturally Unbothered. I am Shari.
I am Ebony.
Hey, you had to do that whole display?
I did to let people
Because
know
you
that I
got
got
your
my
hair done?
yes, and I got the braider girl had them laid my little baby hairs.
Oh, okay.
My braider chick, she had them. She had them laid. She had me like they be having them, and I
I
came
hope
home
it
and was
was,
like,
I hope it was tasteful, because this sound like it looked like you had on a whole piece instead of
no, no,
your
no. It was my baby hair. Just mom. They don't come. Only those lace front hairs be coming down here. No, they was. But her whatever product she used had them like laid down. My stuff is water based. It's cheap. It ain't it shit ain't laying down like that.
Well, it's cute.
Thank you. Thank
Happy
you.
anniversary.
Thank you. And
How many years?
eight.
8.
8 long, glorious years.
Congratulations. We already told you happy birthday last week.
Well, tell
So
me this week too.
happy birthday again, bitch.
Thank you.
Because I know
A
you
bitch
like,
is
and
47. And yeah, and bitch, and the bitch is 47. Hey.
bitch, you was old as dirt.
I am officially that bitch.
It's official now.
I'm officially that person who took an extra pair of shoes to work because the shoes I had on that was not heels was hurting my feet.
Okay.
I had on some little flats. It kind of looked like Stacey Adams. So everyone so fucked up. But
What?
look, so every time I put them on,
Do
every
you
time
mean
I wear
they
them,
just like, do you mean they some loafers?
yeah.
Oh,
But every
okay.
time I,
It's
but every
like
time I,
Stacey Adams.
yeah, but every time I put them on, the song comes like Stacey Adams. I don't know. That song just pops in my head every time. So I had them on today, and somebody was like, "Oh, Miss Ebony, she got on Miss Ebony. She got on her Stacey Adams today," and I was like, "Y'all playing in my fucking face. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't
What
like
you
it. There's
drinking
so much
on?
ice." So my margarita maker went to go get some dinner, so I am
Okay.
parched.
Okay. I am drinking. Oh, I ain't gonna plug them because I don't even know the name of them, but it is a watermelon lemonade
Ooh, something.
something.
I love
The-
watermelon lemonade drinks. They be so
Yeah,
good.
it's really good. It's really like the watermelon isn't too overpowering, so it's good. It's good.
Did you
I
work
like
from
it.
home today?
No, I did not.
Oh, because today you look like a true Rastafarian.
No, I didn't work home. I just took my work shirt off and put my little jacket back on top of it because I wanted to take my bra off. And if I
Oh,
didn't put on something to cover up these nipples, they might be called a little offensive. So I just put the
you have
little
been offending. You have been offending
I don't give a
shit
fuck, but I
this
just
week.
didn't want to be because but this little tank top that I have, this little camisole that I have on, it lets the nipples just so I'm just trying to be a little respectful, just a little bit, you know.
I just be looking to throw it away at work. I don't care. But so there's so much to talk about.
Well, well, let's get started. Shit, what you got on your
Um,
mind first?
I need you to show the people this picture, this video, whatever the fuck. Let's start with that.
I don't want to until I find out what I hopefully by the next episode or two, I will know what this is and I want to be able to talk about it in its entirety.
The
I
whole show
literally
is dedicated to that.
the producer just sent me that like right before we were airing. And I was like, I don't have enough time to research it. I started the process, but I'm not going to show that. We can't talk. We can talk about
The
anything but that.
entire episode will be dedicated
It will
to
not.
that
It
picture.
will not
For me,
be
it will.
It will not.
Everything's gonna lead back to that photo. Everything.
Yeah, I already got kicked off my content app because of it. So yeah.
So what do you want to start with first? Wait, I said there's so much to talk about, but is it?
It's a lot.
Love is Blind. You want to start with Love is Blind?
Sure, why not?
I really don't even want to really talk about Love is Blind and what happened. I just want to really specifically speak about AD
Mm-hmm.
and Clay.
Okay, go ahead.
Everybody is kind of like dogging Clay because of how he left her at the altar. Maybe they kind of feel like he should have told her before. But I'm like, he was telling her before. In like little ways, how he just did not think he would be a good man and all that. So I
Yes.
just don't feel as if she should have been surprised by the fact that he was like, nah, I just can't do this right now because I need to get myself together. I need therapy. I just need to work on me more. And all that sounds like some bullshit. However, if I hadn't watched the full episode and that was the first episode I saw, I would be like, he's on some bullshit. But I genuinely think that he really did care about her. And I genuinely believe that he wanted to say yes, but I just don't feel like he'd be a good man. I feel as if the dad would have said anything other than what he said, if the dad would have been like, don't be the man I was in the marriage. Be a better husband than I was to your mom. If he would have led the conversation with those things, I feel like Clay's decision would have been yes. But because he went there talking about his damn Olympic career and some fucking bullshit with goddamn sport analysis, it's some bullshit. So I just really wish that would have been different. And I feel like they would have a good marriage because I just feel like they would have if that conversation would have been different. But with the dad is just trash, for lack of a better term.
I agree. I mean, I also feel like the conversation that the parents had on camera, I felt like that conversation should have been had in front of their son, in the presence of their son, many years ago, not just because he's getting married, but because he was getting married even more so. He should have not had to watch that on television to understand his parents' points of view. And I do feel like that their conversation with him, their conversation about their relationship and the mistreatment and the disrespect of from the father towards the mother, like I feel like those things, like it definitely affected him. And had he known all of that stuff prior to, he probably would have went in there with a different mindset. He probably does feel like he's very ready for marriage. However, he don't know how to be a husband. And he said it. You're right. You're 100%. He was saying it and saying it and saying it. But at the same time, he was still falling and falling and falling. I feel like he did have a genuine heart. I feel like she saw the potential in the type of husband and man that he could be for her. And she listened. She heard what he was saying, but she just felt like all of us women do, that we are capable and have enough power to, go ahead and make this man or have this man, choose me because I can get you through whatever it is that you need to get through for us. So I don't knock her for it. I feel like everybody is being way too hard on him because I do feel like it was I don't feel like it was a last minute decision for him. I do
Correct.
agree with them on that. But I do feel like he was hoping that the actual process, that part of the process, would possibly change his mind. But then the other thing about it is the purpose of the show is for them to go to the altar and say yes or no. So
Correct.
the fact that that he should have told her beforehand, um, I think that's irrelevant.
I I agree. I really agree. I think one of the biggest mistakes, and you may disagree, I think the biggest mistake a woman can make when she's falling in love with somebody or meeting somebody is falling in love with potential.
Yes,
I think that is the biggest mistake
it
a
is.
person could don't fall. No,
It's
potential
a true
is
statement. It is a true statement, and it goes back to the term where having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. And it's
mm,
because you can see the potential in him,
right.
and
No,
you
thank you.
know, that's just it's a lot of settling. It's you're just
Mhm.
settling. That's all you're doing.
It is,
You're just
and
settling.
I don't. It is selling, and I don't know. I think maybe. Well, obviously AD isn't out of she's in that stage where she'll fall in love with potential and marry potential and those things. However, like it's gotta be some type of breakdown because I know that used to be something that women would say, well, he's this and he's working hard towards this and he's that and he's
Hmm.
got the potential to do this. You need to, but I'm like, uh no. I can't. I would never, and I would never tell my daughters to fall in love or marry, be in a relationship with somebody who has potential. Because
Yeah,
that really ain't shit. That's just like saying I had a dream.
but you would tell them to not marry somebody with a dream?
I would. It depends on if they're working towards their dream. It would really depend. Like I have a dream one day I'm gonna do this. Not I'm moving toward these actions now. This is what I see my future like. I don't know if I like the word dream so much as maybe a short-term goal or dream just seems like shit, you sleeping. And yeah, I just dreams, if you just yeah, I'm gonna be I no, unless they're working hard towards a goal on something or in 2 years I've been working towards this and this is where I know I'm gonna be here. That'll
Mm,
they have like a perspective. Is that what it is?
no, that's
Perspective.
they have potential.
No, it's what the dude had and he was working towards and think like a man. And he was like, he had wrote his perspective down, whatever the fuck the word is. I can't think of it right now. But he had it basically a business plan. He had the shit lined up and ready. He had been working on it, and he didn't know what he unless it's gonna be that type of thing where he finds himself and he's like, I'm going all in. I'm not talking about the little raggedy white boy that wants to play video games. I'm talking about Blue Eyes. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So, but anyway, the chef. But yeah, I
Mhm.
just think that it's just a waste of time unless they're actually physically working towards their stuff. I mean,
Okay, I can get it. I mean,
mhm,
I mean, I respect it. I don't know. I guess because I am a creative, I I do want you to be working towards your dream, but as long as you have an income coming in, I don't care what you do. Long as it's
exactly.
not
That's how
drugs. Long as you're not selling
potential.
drugs. Because I'm
Potential
not
don't
going
got
to jail and all this shit that I'm working hard for is not getting seized. So
right.
as long as it's
Potential ain't
not
got nothing with
drugs,
having a job. Potential don't have shit about having a job.
yeah. But I mean I've dated dudes because I saw the potential in them, but that was like in my 20s. And that's
Okay.
in the same phase of wanting to like, mold a person. That's when you had time. Like, I'm 46. I do not have time to mold you. You need to come with what
Hello.
you have. You need
Hello.
to come with what you have, and then we'll see if what you have and what I have is enough for us to be able to, you know, push forward and grow and be prosperous and happy and shit. That's just the way I am. That's the way I am now, currently in this stage of my life. Like, yes, I would love for you to have everything together, have all your money, everything, your houses, your cars, your everything. I would love that. But some people go through different stages, phases in life.
Hmm.
They go through divorce, they lose things, they have to rebuild. There's all types of different things. So that's why I would be okay with being with somebody with potential on the same terms as you, that I can see that you are moving towards whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah, I think it's a difference when life has thrown you some curveballs and you've had to start over. Your house burned down, you got to start over. Your job shut down, you have to start over. You've gone through a divorce, the bitch took everything, you got to start over. Those are different, but if you just really been at the same place in the same chasing the same dream out of high school and ain't shit changed and you are barely putting in any time with a real job because you working towards the dream of being a damn rapper, promoter or something, that
Right.
is not that is not the experience I would want any of our girls to have, or even our son or whatever. It will be different. All right, well, that's I just wanted to talk about that because I just felt like Clay was just getting a bad rap,
Yeah,
and I
they
didn't.
are giving him a bad rap over it, and I feel like it's unjust and unfair, and people tend to forget the actual impact of your parents sometimes. Like,
Mm,
if you've never seen a healthy relationship, I mean, and that's just the way that it is. Like, I will say this. I just read a study recently that says that divorce is on the decline and marriages are on the rise again. And some of the major reasons being is because people are now starting to actually get to know their partners before they get married. And I know that sounds ridiculous because you're supposed to
mhm,
know somebody before you marry them, but so many times people are just in love with the idea of being in love and being married, so they just date and they'll just do it. But now people are being more intentional with how they love, the type
mhm,
of relationships, what they are putting and giving in these relationships. So, and they're actually not being just about them in these relationships. They're
mhm,
actually being about the unit. And so even though there's a billion ratchet stories on social media, there's a billion stories that are never portrayed, because I
mhm.
mean, the only time that we want to the idea of selling love is during Valentine's Day. Like,
Ooh.
no one cares about love any other time of the year except for Valentine's Day.
I think
So,
representation matters, especially for Black love. I think it's important. There are a lot of podcasts that I watch. Well, not a lot, but there are like two for sure that I watch. Well, three. There are podcasts that I watch. I was supposed to say there are four, but uh, Dear Wifey, Dear Future Wifey podcast. I love that podcast. It's like a great podcast. Not that I want to plug that podcast, but I do because it's really great. And there are just and then just the other creatives that are coupled, like Kevin
mhm.
on stage and Melissa and that chick Angel and her husband Tank, like just those things that normally we don't see. Those things, like before, the only love stories in the 90s, there was Martin and Gina and the Huxtables, and I can't even think of any other couple there would be like couple goals is Martin and Gina. And that's weird as hell, but now we have like real life people who have got time in those marriages, 28, 29, and as raggedy as Charlemagne the God is and Envy, they've both been with their partners for a long time and they've made mistakes, but they've stuck it out, which shows longevity and, things that you want to work through. Now, if they come back and they find out these people been cheating again, I'm gonna be mad at myself for calling them out. But representation matters. And I think that now that we're seeing more of that, and these young people do want to settle down and be married and be happy in relationships. Young people, the people at my work, I mean, they're just talking about they want to get married. They're so young, they're 25. And at 25, I wasn't even thinking about getting married. I was still trying to be free.
I was long married. I was
Oh, yeah.
shit. My marriage was about to almost be getting ready to end in a couple years. So
yeah, I was still trying to be free. Or had I even married my first husband yet? Who knows? Nevertheless, that was not on the top of my list.
Yeah. But I mean,
anyway.
I mean, we had a conversation. I had a conversation earlier on my live, and it was about marriage and stuff like that. But let's swap the subject up really quickly, because I know we normally start the show out with either a kink or some shame-worthy foolishness that's going on. So I've been following this story about Des Dior. She's a rapper, Atlanta rapper, about her dad pleading guilty to sexual assault of a 14-year-old.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar. I'm not really familiar with what her music is. I mean, you could probably look it up if you want. Des Dior. But our I didn't get this story from Gerald from the North Carolina Beat. I got it from Hollywood Unlocked. But the dad, according to the North Carolina Beat, Daryl Lawrence Bailey received a life sentence with the possibility of parole after pleading guilty to the charges of sleeping with his 14-year-old.
Who the hell does that? Like, that is so weird. I mean, no. It's rape. And 14. You old as hell. Was he in his 30s or was he? Because how old is Des Dior? Is she like young or is she old? Like
she's young. She's in her 20s. So basically, the dad, Daryl, the pedophile, he was dating the girl's mom. They met at Home Depot.
Girl, stop.
They both were working at Home Depot, and that's where they met at. They started a relationship, and Daryl basically, I mean, Alexis is the girlfriend, the mom of the 14-year-old. She basically invites this man to come and live with her and her children. I'm sorry, my bad. Daryl invites her to come move in with him with her children.
And she's like, oh my God, he's our savior. He's going to let us move in. He's going to enrich our lives and help us. That's the first thing single moms be thinking. That shit is whack and lame. That's why they don't be putting their kids first. They be putting, I ain't going to have to pay these bills by myself type of mind frame anymore. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he basically was just like molesting her 14-year-old daughter.
That is, we have to be more vigilant when it comes to just introducing people to our kids and leaving them alone with our kids, trusting that they're going to do the right thing. I mean, And I trust Rob would never ever think, but the whole time when
You
Ivory
can't.
was pregnant,
It doesn't matter. It
yeah,
doesn't
it
matter.
doesn't.
As a mom, it's just never. It
Believe.
doesn't. It don't matter. Like I don't
No.
believe. I don't believe my partner is capable of anything like that. You don't.
Mhm.
As you
Yeah,
don't. But in the same light, because of what you've been through and trauma and things that you know, you just it's always
exactly.
there in the back of your mind. Like watch for it, look for it. What do you see? How is he moving? What
And
is
like
he
lock the
looking at?
door behind you
Like
when you make
you,
sure you have all
yeah,
your stuff in the bathroom when you
you
shower.
have,
Yes.
yes, you have
Mhm.
to. So this man, like the mom was so comfortable with him that she's leaving her kids with him while she goes to work. She's leaving her kids like just to go run an errand. And so sometimes when she would go to work, this man would move a mattress in the living room so the other kids can sleep in the living room so he could be in the girls' room having sex with her.
Baby,
Like,
I had, I wonder what he said to her to make her not tell.
no, no. She was begging him and begging him and begging him and begging him. Like, because, it started out with the touching. And she was begging him to don't touch her, to stop, stop, stop. And he's like, it's okay, it's okay. And she's just, telling him, please stop. Like the mom had went to a funeral and he just doing everything. He just violating this young girl. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what was he saying to her to get her to not tell? Like
It don't really
it's
say. It don't say,
he
but
needs to be under the fucking jail though. That's what I know. He needs to be under the damn jail.
all right. So here's a picture of him,
Oh,
and that's the little rapper girl. I'm sorry, not little rapper girl. I didn't mean to say that. My bad. Is
he grown. I mean, but yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know who that is. There's another
Yes,
story that's
you.
similar. There's another story that's similar to that that I've been following Tasha K, a friend, not friend of the podcast. Anyway, um, she had interviewed somebody, I don't know who it is, I don't know her name, but this woman had come out and said that her father and her two brothers had been sexually assaulting her, molesting her, and all those things, had done it for years. And
Mhm.
then turns out that none of that shit was true. So that her family came on. Tasha gave her the platform to tell what happened, and then the family wanted to come on. The brothers, the dad, um, other family members, and was like, we don't know why she is telling these lies, and has essentially, when in those type of situations, you really don't know who to believe. I don't know her, I don't know them, but I'm like, who do you believe? And why would this person lie? But in this day and age that we live in, people are licking toilet seats for clout and licking trash cans. So you just don't want to think that this person would just lie for clout.
But they
It's
do.
crazy. But they do. But they do. Ugh.
They do. And it's so
Anyway,
pathetic.
I send prayers out to that teenager. Hopefully she'll be able to get past this and have a healthy relationship and with herself, and she'll be able to forgive herself. She blames herself, and that mom, maybe she'll put her kids first next time outside of the bills.
That's so hard. Not to put the kids first, but it's so hard to go to work. You're doing the right thing, but you're putting your kids in jeopardy while
Yeah,
you're doing
you
the
think
right
you're doing the
thing.
right thing. And I guess
Yeah.
you really never know somebody, but how long did they know each other before they moved in?
Oh, I don't think it was very long.
Yeah, so that's the type of thing. Like, I don't want anybody around. Like, My kids go where I go. If I can't go to work, I'm not leaving them here with you. They have to go somewhere else. I will send them to my mama's house before I send them to, like, you cannot, there's no way. I'm not leaving them with nobody. I'm just not gonna leave them with you. They have to go somewhere else. You can be at home, whatever. No, not for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, none of that. Not little kids, not ones that can't tell me nothing or are too, that might be afraid to tell me because they say mom's not happy. We're finally being able to breathe because the bills are okay. We're being able to get extra stuff and mom's not stressed anymore. I would never want that type of stress to be on a child to why they don't tell. It's crazy. Mm, mm, mm.
Well, listen. So this is an age-old question. And it's been discussed before. But it's back out in social media. Super Sense, she says, why do men think paying child support makes them a good father? And I mean, she goes on, I'll play the video, turn the sound up so y'all can kind of hear.
First thing a man holler out when it comes to taking care of a child is I pay child support. That's the first thing they say. They don't say nothing else. They don't say I bring children to the dentist, I bring them to the doctor, I bring them to the games, I buy school uniforms, I do this, I do this. The first thing they say is I'm up on my child support. I ain't in no arrears. I pay my child support. They ain't saying nothing else. And that's the only thing they're supposed to be doing for a child is paying child support.
All right. So my question, and I mean, it is a very true statement, and I'm not going to say all men, but I am definitely going to say that
She ain't wrong.
She ain't wrong.
She didn't tell not one lie. Point to the lie.
Yeah, because I know I heard that a lot.
I still hear it. People are upset about paying child support. Like, upset about it. One person who used to be on the podcast with us long time ago, the very first mail we had, did not, child support was, like you said, his mama sucked his own dick. You might as well have said. He was very, very against child support. And I'm like, I don't understand. If you don't have that kid full time, and you're not taking the child to the dentist, to the doctor, to school, to after school stuff, just being a part of everyday life for the child. You sending that little, and the ones complaining about the child support, the child support don't be shit. It don't be enough. The child support is not enough. You see a little $150 a month, sometimes $150 a week. That shit is not enough
at all.
You got to have lunch money. Lunch money for me back in the day was $1.10. They had the bare minimum at the school. Now the kids got Chick-fil-A at the school. They got they got fucking hibachi. They got all kinds of shit at these high schools. And you think, no, please. She would not tell no lie. Go ahead, what you was about to say, because that's just, that's going to be that conversation, that question is never not going to be asked.
Never not. I mean, and I just feel like, so before I respond to what she said, it made me think about the new law that has been passed, that about the paying child support from the womb, like the baby in the womb.
That's dangerous. Right there. That's a dangerous law.
are we having DNA tests with the baby in the womb? Because
I mean, we would have to.
as a woman,
I'd be getting child support. I'd be telling everybody to say that damn baby.
as a woman, I can see how it would be good to have that support to pay co-payments and get stuff ready for the babies, you know, get the appointment stuff. I can see that. But if I don't know who my baby daddy is,
ooh. If I'm just gonna throw a name out there, I mean, just throw down and see what catch, man. But there's got to be some type of consequences if that father is not the father of the baby once it's revealed. There's got to be some type of consequences.
What's the consequences? The consequences.
I don't know. That's what I said. There has to be.
Over.
That's why I said there's got to be some type of consequence for her.
There ain't gonna be no consequence. There ain't no consequence now. Ain't gonna be no consequences. Motherfuckers been fucking and cheating for forever. There's no consequence.
Well, we're not talking about fucking and cheating. We're talking about a woman saying she's pregnant.
If the baby ain't yours, cheating is probably about 8 out of 10.
Not if she's not in a relationship. If she's just being free and she sleep with somebody in that same time frame with her ovulation cycle, and it could be Ricky Bobby's or fucking Johnny's baby.
That's the reason why I said 8 out of 10 times is cheating.
But that ain't cheating if you single and you just doing you.
I think you're not understanding. The two is what you're talking about. The other 8 is the cheating. Out of 10.
Yeah. Well,
but I'm just saying, I don't agree with the paying child support while the child is in the womb. I don't agree with it. But if the child support is getting paid, there got to be a DNA test. Because I'm not allowing my son to pay child support for no baby in the womb without a test. Like I need an actual test.
There's got to be something, but I don't think it should be more than just the monetary thing of it. That just like she's got to take off work to go to the doctor, he should have to take off to come to the doctor too. So he can get the full, although he's not getting the full experience of checkups, but he's getting the experience of the same, like I got to go to the doctor to get a checkup, you got to come too. Like it should literally be both of them. It takes 2 people to make a baby, but one person carries all the responsibility of getting to the doctor and getting this. That person should have to do all those same things.
Well, I mean, I agree, but I don't agree. Because if I'm missing work to go to the doctor's appointment, you need to take your ass to work to make up for the money that I'm not getting right now.
Which you don't even know if the child support gonna come regardless if this thing go to work or not. Because you missed a day, they don't say, "Oh, he missed today, so we're gonna exit off his child support." No, they don't do that.
They're not. But I'm just saying, I agree, but I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Like I do, he does need. I do feel like the man should assist and go and stuff. But another thing is, women have to make it a safe and comfortable place for their men to be. If you my baby mama or not, why do I want to invest and keep losing work and not getting my money to take you to some motherfucking doctor's appointments and your ass is hoeing? Happy anniversary, brother.
Happy anniversary. Thank you. I don't know why I said it.
I mean, I just don't feel like, hell no. This is a hell no for me.
Yeah, everybody should be responsible. If I go to the doctor, you go to the doctor.
No, I'm not even going to even support my son going to the doctor with some chick and we don't know if the child, I'm not. And you know, I mean, if he feels strongly that this is his child, by all means, I'm not going to tell him not to go. I'm not going to tell him not to go. Because it could pop up that the baby is his. And then he done missed all them opportunities. I'm not gonna be for or against that, but I personally am not gonna encourage my child.
Who thought of this law? What? All the men thought of this law. Only some fucking men.
Why would men think of a law for them to start having to pay child support when
Really,
the
nigga?
baby is in
Because
the
they think
womb?
about all these other laws that don't fucking make sense. Hell, shit. About what we can do and can't do with our fucking bodies. Hell,
Yeah,
they want to make
all
these
I'm gonna
reforms.
say is it's about to be a lot more dead pregnant bitches. It
Yo,
because of this law being passed.
that part. I was just about to say that. The murder rate is about to be a lot of
It's about to be a bunch of dead
Yeah.
pregnant women.
or babies killed. And I'm not
Uh,
talking about abortions. I'm talking about babies after birth being killed because these men, especially, oh my God, don't let him find out that the baby's not his.
That's what I
And he
know.
does something with
That's
the
why
baby
somebody
and the
gonna end
bitch.
up dead right there.
That's dangerous.
Because the baby ain't his. And just think, if he was paying child support for this baby and the baby ain't his.
Yeah. Because sometimes they be killing bitches and the babies do be theirs. And they just don't want to, bitch, I was just fucking on you. I wasn't trying to have no
I get that too. I know that happens too.
Husbands do that. All the white husbands do it. I mean, it's true. Lacey Peterson, she was pregnant, and there's several others. I'll be watching it. Every time the lady pregnant, the girl was pregnant, he put the two little kids in a fucking oil drum in his job, and he did something. God, I think his Drew Peterson, I think was his name. I don't know what his fucking name is, but look, these people cuckoo for
they
Cocoa
ain't wrapped
Puffs.
too tight. They are not wrapped too tight. Can we get some say my name, say my name?
We can. Oh man. Oh, sorry. Please don't be dead. I had to log back in. I should have kept tapping it.
Talk. Tick. Talk. Tick.
TikTok. TikTok. Yeah. Shit. Okay. Let's see. Social media blues is what this is. I told my girlfriend she needed to get a job. And so, what better job to have than having a job on social media? But that takes up so much time out of her day. And now I'm struggling with the fact that she's a content creator. So most of her content is her in explicit situations like modeling clothes, modeling underwear, modeling just her body. I think she's just doing anything for attention to just have her body on because she's got a nice body. I also went to some of her live shows and noticed that there's a lot of flirtation going on and a lot of inboxing, like, how you doing? You look real good in that. What I got to do for a private session type of inboxes. And she's hearting the comments, not really responding to them, but just hearting them. No, like, you can come see it tonight or tomorrow, whatever. So, with that being said, should I make her quit her job to find something else? Or should I just embrace it because this is what I asked for?
You should. I mean, you told her to get a job, she got a job. But she's definitely in the wrong for all the shit that she's doing. She's definitely 100% in the wrong for the DMs.
She's not responding.
Oh, she's not.
Yeah, no, they're hearting. She's just hearting the comments, like, yeah, she's not like saying, like, it says she's not, there have been no combos
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
She's just responding hearts and likes and thumbs up or
What?
shit.
I mean, no, you shouldn't make her quit her job because then you're gonna have to financially take care of everything. So no.
I'm sure she's making enough money. Well, I don't know her body. You should have sent a picture, but I'm sure her body is uh paying the bills. Is she on OnlyFans? I'm asking him, is she on OnlyFans?
Oh, I'm like, I
And
don't
how
know
much
if
did
it
she
is.
really make? Because I still haven't got my feet on there yet. I need to hurry up before they start trying to ban OnlyFans like they're trying to ban TikTok.
You're gonna be lost without TikTok, bitch. You a motherfucking TikTok junkie.
I'm really not. Crazy. Anyway, that's all I
What's
have
your
for
advice?
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think she should quit her job. I don't. You told her to get a job. She got the job. I think she should probably do more flirting in the DMs. I think she should probably appear more single as possible so you get more money. Unless y'all gonna be on camera doing things together, it's irrelevant. Girl, pull them toys out. Do something strange for a little change. I mean, I don't know what if you're all you can be on all social media. It doesn't matter. Don't dim your light. Don't ask her to dim her light for you. Shine bright. Show your body off. Put on the skims. Put on the what's Lizzo's thing? Easy, whatever her put on Fabletics. Whatever you got to do
Not
to show your body
Fabletics.
off. It's spandex. Put it on. I don't care. Show your body off, make the money. Get rid of him. Hell. Now you're taking care of his ass. Bye. Bye, social media blues. Hell.
Mhm. Mhm.
Loser. Now that she's taking care of you, you don't want her to take care of you. Now she popping. You upset. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
So before we go, I have one more story that I need to cover, shameworthy, that I need to cover. And the only reason why I want to cover this story is because of the person who committed the crime.
Oh
it's,
Lord.
it's the only reason I want to cover it.
Okay.
And then we're going to touch base on something and then we're going to be out of here.
Word.
So I want to say it was a couple of days ago. Let me make sure it was a couple of days ago. So it's very rare that I watch Fox News, but every once in a while
Oh
I'll be
Lord.
turning the channel. Every once in a while I'll be
Yeah.
turning the channel and something will pop up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this was just the other day. This was like 4 days ago. All right. So I saw this picture of this woman and immediately took a picture of the little caption on the screen so I can see what she was doing. Cause I think the air AC was on in here. And so I really couldn't hear the story. I don't really know, but I screenshotted it anyway to look it up because all I seen was this woman's picture. It was like Florida woman arrested. And I was like, oh, let me look. She's from Florida. She's got to be crazy. 1000%. So I was like, okay, let me look. So I didn't, the next day I didn't look at it. I didn't ever go. I just put it in my little search thing. And then, so the next time I go on there, I would, look it up. So, every day at 3:00, I get a reminder to look for something for the podcast. Got my reminder, was like, oh yeah, the story from yesterday. So when I finally looked up the woman's story, it said Florida woman arrested after trying to sell 18-month-old daughter for $500. Now, y'all haven't seen her face. Keep in mind, I have. When I look at her face, She looked like she'll sell a child for $500. She looked like she'll sell a child for like a $10 crack rock.
Please tell
Like,
me she's not black.
I'm just saying. All right. So let me tell you, let me tell y'all about this. So the reason how this woman got caught is because she tried to sell the baby to so many people. The people was like, nah, I ain't interested. I'm not interested. Then finally one of them reported it. She tried to give the baby to so many people. Like she was literally leaving, like, oh, I got a baby over there for sale for $500, by the way. Like she's roaming around trying to get somebody to buy this baby for $500.
Please tell me she's not black.
This woman, she was arrested on charges of child neglect, abandonment, selling or surrendering a minor for property or money, and 3 counts of child abuse after the incident unfolded in Florida.
I have no words. She could. Oh, wow. What if somebody would have bought the baby?
Somebody, I mean, I'm surprised nobody didn't.
They probably thought it was a joke or a prank, like, or this can't be real. Like what, bitch?
I was just floored. Like, I was like, now we buying a whole toddler out here for $500. So when she walked away, I guess the last time she walked away from her child, a concerned citizen just went and scooped the child up and then called the police.
Amen. Thank you, concerned citizen.
Yeah.
Because come the fuck on, be the fucking for real, or whatever the fuck they be saying nowadays. Be fucking for real. It's crazy.
Listen.
Is she black?
Her name is Jessica Woods.
She black. She's black.
You think she black?
Yeah.
All right, let me pull her up for you. Let me pull her up.
It's black. It's blackity black, black too.
You say you think she blackity black?
I think she is black. From whatever place in Florida, where do people from Florida be like? It's the roughest part of Florida. People, I hear them talk about.
A lot of places is pretty rough in Florida.
I know, but it's like the roughest. Like they always be talking about it on places.
No, I don't know. Google it. I don't know. The roughest place is. It's probably somewhere in Miami.
Gate City or some shit. I think it might be called Gate City or some shit. It's awful. She absolutely looks like somebody who would try to sell a child. She got them faux locks, them drawn on eyebrows. That's awful. That's disgusting. I'm appalled.
Yo.
Damn. I'm glad nobody bought that baby. I'm glad somebody out of probably tens of people just passing her by on the street. And I think that is crazy. Can you imagine?
Absolutely not.
Somebody walking up to you and being like, my first instinct would be like, yeah, I'll write you a check and take the baby to the police. Why come somebody didn't think like that?
Crazy foolishness. But that's the world that we live in today, and it's just crazy foolishness. All right, well, go ahead and take us out. Yeah, that right there. Go ahead and take us out.
I cannot stop, Brianna. I'm sorry.
Take us out.
You can
Because what I
follow
ain't got
Naturally.
time for is your foolishness right here.
It's so sleepy sometimes. I can't fight my yawn.
Let me tell you something. You be so disrespectful on this podcast. Let me tell you why. And then I'm gonna let you take us out of here. And I'm gonna hold my communication stone when I say this, because I want to say this in the most respectful and disrespectful way as possible.
I've been going like this.
Listen, you be disrespecting this podcast so bad with your yawning and your disinterest, because it looked like disinterest.
It's
If
not
somebody was
though.
watching this motherfucker for the first time, they'd be like, this bitch.
I be hella interested. I just can't fight my yawns. I can't. Nigga, I don't know. Some people can be like fight to be strong. You know, the last time I tried to fight my yawn, you got me. I was like, all like that, trying to fight my yawn. I can't fight it. Like I be trying to hold it in. The last time I tried to hold it in, it came out. I look crazy. I be trying to. Our topics are amazing. They're I mean they're enlightening and educational.
I know that you're into it and everything like that, but I'm just saying if yawns was an indication of how boring or terrible or a show was, baby, we would have no listeners.
But listen, that also means that your brain is not getting enough oxygen. You know I'm asthmatic, so I think when I have a lot of trouble breathing, I think that is why I yawn the most. When I yawn the most.
So you basically trying to say you have a condition.
I do. Yes. Yes. I
have
do.
recently been diagnosed with yawnophilia.
Yeah. I learned that if you put aphilia at the end of it, it is a true disease, or I'm trying, or a teria,
something
on behind it. It's now. I'm trying to tell you.
All right, we'll take us out of here.
Follow Naturally Unbothered on IG, Twitter, and Facebook. You can email us at naturallyunbothered2 at gmail.com. That is naturallyunbothered2 at gmail.com. Leave us a message. We welcome the show. We welcome the feedback and comments and show ideas, Ebonites. You know how I love your advice requests and your little things y'all be sending in. So please keep them coming, okay? I really enjoy them. Please listen on Apple, Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Audible, wherever you listen to your podcast. We should be the #1 podcast that you are listening to, especially like Horrible Decisions falling off, who was still on our shit anyway. Y'all should definitely be listening to us. But anyway, I mean, I'm just saying, we still here. They breaking up, they gone. Oh, man. Don't you want a little bit of stability in your life? Something like little loyalty. No, we always gonna be here.
Oh, I love
me, my
them.
sister never part. My kid.
I still love them though.
Hey, I mean, and they great, and not at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta, you know. Anyway, Naturally Unbothered. We're still here. Anyway, so please, please, please do not treat us like well, thank you, ma'ams. We are not your everyday just people that you just stand. What is it? One night stands? That's not what we are. We're trying to be in the regular rotation. We want to be, when you up late at night and you're trying to call somebody, we want our name to pop up first. Please, please. We want to be a regular booty call. Put us in a rotation. Rate us, leave a review, select the notification bell. All those things on YouTube. You should be watching us on YouTube every Thursday when we upload new episodes. And we've been having some good episodes. Well, all the episodes are good. Y'all know they are. So please, just like this. That subscribe. And then like that again and click the notification bell so that you're notified every Thursday when we upload new episodes. If you're looking for Naturally Unbothered merch, we always got the merch. We got nice and wholesome We got the
Good
mac
and
and
wholesome.
cheese,
Yep.
good and
Yep.
wholesome, whatever. We got the mac and cheese. We got the little eggplant on the shirts, with the veins popping out. And then I got my own line. I got my own line of shirts with that for the Ebonites. No, please. I got the super. Come on, I'm gonna wear mine next week so y'all can see it again to remind y'all of who I am and who I be. So please, www.naturallyunbothered.com, www.naturallyunbothered.com, and click that merch link. Join us on Thursdays when we have our shows. Join us. If we open our legs to y'all to come,
You sounding like
I know.
you the benediction. Come on, there's someone.
Will
Give
you
your
come?
life over to Christ.
Will you come? If we spread our legs, will you come? That's what I'm saying.
If we open our legs, will you come?
Yes, come on, will you come? Come on now. Come see Naturally Unbothered podcast and tell your whole ass friends to tell their whole ass friends to tell their whole ass friends to tune in to Naturally Unbothered. And the doors of the church are open. The walls are nice and tight. Come on and visit with us every Thursday night.
Y'all have a great night. This chick, she delirious.
I love y'all.
Until next time.